Linebacker J.J. Russell decided to come back for his 5th year and is having his best season yet. It's not the work he's put in on the field that's led to his success, but the relationships he's formed off the field that's helped him find his best self. J.J. Russell's been a Tiger starter for the last 4 seasons. Over the years, he's won an AAC championship and his first bowl game in 2020. What was the decision behind the extra year?
Going to the last couple of games, I wasn't even thinking about the next level or coming back to play. I was just more so just focused on the next game. And that was good and bad at the same time, because when it ended, I didn't know what to do. So the greatest thing was I just took a step away. Stepping away meant making a decision on his own time. He went home to Grenada, Mississippi, worked out, and even talked to NFL scouts. He felt the right thing to do was return for one more go. But this time coming back, I had set aside some different goals as far as actually develop a relationship with my teammates and trying hard at school, because to be honest, it was on the back burner for the majority of my career here until going into this last year. I made it important, and now I graduated, and it's just like the relationship aspect has really been the biggest goal for me, to really put myself in uncomfortable positions and being a leader, because a lot of people don't notice about me, like, I don't like being around people, but it's like, and I don't say it like to be in like a bad way, but it's just like, I get uncomfortable sometimes. Like, it's like I get kind of nervous, and it's like, all right, I know that's my weakness. Russell went from reserved to respected. How do you make that switch to let guys know that you want to reach out and you want to be there for them and you want to lead this team? Just stopping and talking to somebody was easy. People were kind of like, I would get like, man, I didn't want to say anything to you because I couldn't approach you. And it's like, I'm not like that. Like, I'm goofy, but I'm serious at the same time. So it's like, I like smiling, but I don't like smiling. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm different. His play has been different too. Russell's one of the leading tacklers in the country.
And good stop, J.J. Russell. You want to talk about a tackling machine, leads the country in tackles and solo tackles, and he came shot out of a cannon.
Closing speed and the impact. You can see why J.J. Russell came into tonight leading all the nation in tackles.
Sure, he has the experience of a 5th-year guy, but he also has the life experience that's changed his approach and perspective. On June 26, 2021, Russell got married to his wife, Amber. Let's start with how you met JJ.
We met at a college party. My best friend dated a player, and they ended up having some kind of like house party. I met JJ there, and then the rest was kind of history. Actually, it gets kind of funny because we were having a dance competition, and he was the only one that would dance with me. And we ended up winning too.
The two started out as friends before JJ asked Amber on a date. They've been together for 3 years. How special is that to share life with someone outside of football? You know, you have something else now besides the game.
It's like the piece that I've been missing. Like, she's my everything. Like, she really keeps me going, and she keeps me balanced. She don't let the stresses that could come with football, she don't let it affect me. And I try to do a good job of not bringing it home as well. And it's just like, I don't know, we're best friends. And I mean, it's just, I'm thankful.
You've seen it all, right? You see him earning his starting spot, to last year not having a season. That was how he wanted to end his last year, coming back for another year. How have you seen him evolve as a football player?
That's been an interesting journey too, because first and foremost, I barely know anything about football. And so from the beginning of our relationship, like, I knew he played. I went to a couple of games or whatever and even cheered for him, but only cheering because I knew, like, oh, he hit somebody, so that must be good. So after that, just that middle season, you know, just seeing him and seeing, like, the difference. There was a difference from the first year, and I know he's mentioned him not feeling really his drive behind why he wanted to play in the first place. So from that to now, it's like completely mind-blowing. And coming from my standpoint, I am a believer of Jesus Christ. And so being able to see the shift in him implementing and in him growing in Christ and what that has yielded and produced has been like an amazing journey.
J.J. Russell wants to be remembered as one of the best linebackers to play at Memphis and the game of football. But he also wants his impact to be felt off the field, whether that's from inviting players over for Bible study or going back to Grenada to hold a free day camp for kids.
So I lost my best friend to gang violence. His name was Isaiah Triplett. And that changed me as well. It changed my mindset on things, like, because I always used to ask myself, like, what could I have done? Because once I left off to college, it was like, you know, he was back home, and I got caught up in this life, this football life, and I forgot life, like life on life, like having a relationship with my friend. And I told myself that, like, I want to be somebody that gives advice to kids, somebody that a voice to kids. Like, it's more in life than the streets. It's more in life than what's around you. And that's why I started the camp.
What do you want people to know about JJ that they might not know?
So what I would want people to know about JJ is that he is a very loving and kind person. And that surprises people. Like, a lot of people think that he's like kind of intimidating because he's kind of like big, and like even some of my friends, they're like, ooh, I'm scared to talk to JJ, but it's really not that way. He's so funny. He is, once he gets a feel for the room, you can't miss him. Like, he is an amazing person. He's just an amazing person.